Hi,
Welcome back. Day 123 of reading through the Bible. I'm Eric,
I'm Linda.
and I dropped my book. And who read last?
It's my turn.
It's your turn, right?
And
Nadab.
Nadab, the son of Jeroboam, began to reign over Israel in the second year of Asa, king of Judah, and reigned over Israel 2 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and
Oh
walked in the
no.
way of his father and his son, wherein he made Israel to sin. I don't get it.
Walked the way of his father and in his sin.
Oh, okay.
He did evil. Okay.
Okay, and
Baasha.
Baasha, son of Ahijah, of the house of Israel, conspired against him, and Baasha smote him in Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines. For Nadab and all Israel laid siege of Gibbethon. Even in the 3rd year of Asa, king of Judah, did Baasha slay him, and reign in his stead. And it came to pass, when he reigned, that he smote all the house of Jeroboam, and left not to Jeroboam any that breathed, until he had destroyed him, according unto the saying of the Lord, which he spake by his servant Ahijah the Shilonite. Because of the sins of Jeroboam which he sinned, and which he made Israel sin, by his provocation, wherein he provoked the Lord of Israel to anger. Verse 31.
Hmm?
Verse 31.
As for the other events of Nadab's reign, and all he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Israel? There was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, throughout their reigns. Baasha, king of Israel. In the 3rd year of Asa, king of Judah, Baasha, son of Ahijah, became king of all Israel in Tirzah, and he reigned 24 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, walking in the ways of Jeroboam and in his son, which he had caused Israel to commit, and in his sin,
See, you did the same thing.
which he had caused Israel to commit. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I did it too.
And now, it's over to Luke. Oops, where's the book? Right here. Luke chapter 22, verses 21 to 46, or day 123.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We're reading verses what?
21 to 46.
But behold the hand of him that betrayeth me, and with me on the table. Now they're talking about the Last Supper last time we read. And Jesus is talking about
Luke chapter 22, right? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
And truly the Son of Man goeth as he has returned, but woe to that man to whom he is betrayed. And they began to inquire among themselves, which of them it was that would do this thing. Verse 24.
Also, dispute arose among them as to which of them was considered to be greatest. Jesus said to them, The kings of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who exercise authority over them call themselves benefactors. But you are not to be like that. Instead, the greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves. For who is greater, the one who is at the table or the one who serves? Is it not the one who is at the table? But I am among you as one who serves. You are those who have stood by me in my trials, and I confer on you a kingdom, just as my Father conferred one on me, so that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift you as wheat, but I have prayed for you, Simon, that your faith may not fail, and when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers. But he replied, Lord, I am not ready to go with you to Lord, I am ready to go with you to prison and to death. Jesus answered, I tell you, Peter, before the rooster crows today, you will deny 3 times that you know me.
Saturday.
Yeah, verse 35.
And he said unto them, When I sent you without person, without script, and alone, shoes lacking ye anything, and shoes lacketh thee anything? So he's asking the question.
Right.
And they said nothing. And then he said unto them, But now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his script. And he that has no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. For I say unto you this this that is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoning among the transgressors, for the things concerning me have an end. And they said, Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. And he said unto them, It is enough. Verse 39.
Jesus prays on the Mount of Olives. Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. On reaching the place, he said to them, Pray that you will not fall into temptation. He withdrew about a stone's throw beyond them, knelt down, and prayed, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. An angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him, and being in anguish he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. When he rose from prayer and went back to the disciples, he found them asleep, exhausted from sorrow. Why are you sleeping? He asked them. Get up and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation. And that's the end of the reading for today.
Well, I hope I'm feeling better by tomorrow. When I
Yeah.
get a really bad headache, my eyes hurt, the light bothers me. I just,
I'll put her in a dark room.
yeah.
Maybe she's a mushroom.
I don't like the dark. I don't like the dark. I think what it is because I worked on the floor so hard on the weekend. And then yesterday, when I was at the polling station, we weren't able to take breaks to eat or drink. And when I get dehydrated, I get really bad headaches and muscle aches. It's always been the way. And then I only ate one meal early today. And,
Shame on you.
you know, when I get busy, I forget, I don't seem to get thirsty or hungry.
Shame on
And then
you.
my body starts to ache because it's needing.
Do I have to call you from work and every 2 hours and say, eat something?
I gotta learn to pace myself and nibble or graze all day. So now I'm suffering because I've neglected my body.
And blame yourself for that.
That's right.
So, my girl, you better do better tomorrow.
I better do better tomorrow.
So we're going to close in prayer. And,
I had a question.
oh,
You have time for me to have a question?
absolutely.
Um, I was reading, you were reading, I was reading, and something jumped out and I wanted to talk about it.
What part were you reading? Yeah. In Luke?
Oh, it was about this, verse 25, yeah. He said unto them, The kings of the Gentiles exercise leadership over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. Uh, and see, they were fighting with who should be great.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how it's hedonistic, basically, to want to have that position where you're ruling over, because the kings like tax the people and so forth, right? And they didn't rule over because they wanted to parent them or help them. They ruled over them. They fight over these kingdoms and rule over people because they want to increase their wealth, right? And so he didn't want them to have that attitude. But when you look at the history of many religions, it's not much different than the history of the kingdom of Israel. Well, there was people in power all through history, and often it was religious power.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at some of the religions today, that the wealth of them, and I'm not going to name any, but there are some religious organizations which have a treasury like a country, and the people are supposed to give tithes and alms and so forth, the scriptural, to benefit the poor, but it seems to be now more benefiting these large religious organizations. And I often wonder how different that is in the eyes of God. And Jesus says we're supposed to be like servant, have a servant attitude, going out and ministering to needs of others. That's the leadership he wants.
Now, it's interesting when you're talking about serving, the leaders need to be servers. We read back here yesterday or the day before, after Solomon died, his son Rehoboam, the people asked him to lighten the burden, and he asked the wise men, "What should I do?" And they said, "You serve the people, and they will serve you all their days." And he said, "Forget it." He basically went against their, and he went with the young advice, and the young advisors, his friends, his peers that he grew up with, I guess, they advised him to
people basically
be harder on the people than what they were, and the people just said that's it and went home, and he never did become king. Not for very long, anyhow. And he could have had so even like we had an election in our country, Canada, yesterday.
Yeah.
And the party that won, they need to understand the concept that they're not there to have power. They're there to how can they serve their country for the good of their country. You know? And I think if they have that concept, then they will do very well as a governing party. And I do pray this for our country, that they will do that. That they won't get swelled heads, but that they would rather humble themselves and listen to the counsel of good advisors.
Not only them, though. We have an opposition party. We always have an opposition party. And a lot, that's the Democratic way, but a lot of times, even when you have good government, if you got bad opposition party, it can undermine any good that the good government tries to do. So we need not only pray for government, but pray for the opposition.
Well, that's all part of the governing factor is the opposition party and everything. So we're going to just close in prayer.
Yes.
And I'll pray because you're not doing too good.
I'm doing all right. Just a really, really bad headache.
Father in heaven, once again we thank you for the awesome privilege of, well, personally for us, for living in a democratic country where we could have a voting and vote different parties in to be the rulers of our nation. And Lord, we now have a majority government, and we lift that government before you in prayer, and we ask and we pray for our government that the leaders of our government will listen to your counsel and your advice, and that they will humble themselves and not be raised up and puffy and haughty, but that they will humble themselves and serve the people of this great country for the benefit and well-being of the people of this great country. And we do thank you, and we do pray for the well-being of our country. We also pray, Father, for Jerusalem. Your word says for Israel, for the people of Israel, that we are to bless the people of Israel because they are your chosen people. And we are to stand with them. And anyone who stands with them is also blessed. And I pray that our country stands with Israel because we know then this country will be blessed. And we thank you. And we just commit these things to you. We also pray for Linda's headache, Lord, and ask that you would take it from her. And for anyone else who is tuned in, Lord, no matter what it is, no matter what their struggle is, Lord, you know all things. You know our thoughts. And also, Lord, you are the one that heals us.